Hello everyone, this is Angela Timisela for DJ Mag Indonesia live in Amsterdam at ADE, Amsterdam Dance Event. I'm now sitting next to Dyro. Dyro, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you doing? What do you been up to lately? Because you told me you've been to South Africa yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, we flew in today from South Africa. I was there for a couple of days. I got lucky because I had the time to stay a couple of days. And usually, whenever you go somewhere, these like amazing places, you only have one day or like a couple of hours before you have to get on the next plane. So we had some time. We went on safari and like to a cat sanctuary. So it was really cool. So yeah, I feel great about it.
Let's talk about your label Wolf. You have got some banging tracks on your label. Do you handpick them yourself?
Well, basically everything that gets released has to go through me. So I kind of picked it myself, but obviously I have people working for me that like select the demos, and we're basically one out of not many labels that actually check the demos, and we get like sent. They get checked every couple of weeks, and then we get sent like the best ones. And if it's good enough, I pick them out. But yeah, basically I picked them all.
And what are you looking for at the tracks? What are you searching for if there's something new?
We're not necessarily looking for the hits. Like we're not a label that has to make like a big profit. We're not like that. We want to release good music and music that I feel is good music and that I can play in my sets, but not necessarily play in my sets because we've signed a couple of songs that I wouldn't play, but I still think is really good music. So and it has to be different. You know, it doesn't have to follow the formula. It has to be new. You know, fresh and inspiring.
Which track has brought you to where you are today? Difficult question. Why are you laughing?
It's a difficult question. I think there's a couple moments because what brought me actually on the map was working with Hardwell and Never Say Goodbye. But back in 2014 when I started my label, I kind of changed my style a little bit, and the first song we released actually did really well and kind of set the tone for what I was doing after that. So I would pick those two songs, Wolf and Never Say Goodbye.
At what age did you start it with all you're doing right now?
I think I started making music when I went to college, so that has to be when I was 17, 18 years old, so a couple years or like 6, 7 years. Obviously, in the first couple of years, you don't get anywhere and you're just making music. I wasn't really putting anything out, it was just making songs. And I was really honest with myself because the first 100 songs you make are crap. And, you know, I had to go through that as well, like anybody else. And, you know, at one point you reach a level where you're comfortable of putting it out. So I started putting everything out. And on SoundCloud and all these other channels, and then yeah, a couple days later, I saw Hardwell playing my songs, and like at Electric Zoo, I believe, and you know, I hit him up, and he got me connected with his management that I'm still with over here, and you know, we started working from there on, and everything went really fast from then because I was steady releasing songs every week or every month, and yeah, it just went really well, I guess.
I guess so. How did you school yourself?
By making music, I basically taught everything myself. I didn't went to school or anything. It wasn't like, you know.
It's in you then.
I guess so, you know. Yeah, I guess, you know, I read a lot because when I started 7 years ago, there weren't a lot of tutorials on YouTube as there are right now. So I had to read a lot. There wasn't a lot of forums. I was on Laidback Luke's forum where a lot of DJs came from, and he helped me as well in the beginning. And yeah, basically a lot of reading and then teaching yourself. You know, if you're really into what you're doing, it's really easy. It's not really learning, it's like having fun, you know, it's a hobby. So, yeah.
You do shows all over the world. Do you ever been to Indonesia before?
I was in Indonesia back in May. I was in Jakarta, I think. I don't know what the show was, where it was, but it was really cool. You know, Indonesian people are really warm people, got a lot of gifts, and you know, it was just a lot of fun. Too bad I wasn't there for long enough because we couldn't see anything. We came in the darkness and left in the morning, so you know, that's how it is sometimes. But I had a lot of fun in Indonesia.
Do you like Indonesian food?
I love it. I love Indonesian food.
What do you love? Sate, nasi, bami, rendang.
I love bami and yeah, all that stuff. You know, I love like Asian food overall. So Indian food, like Thai food, everything. I'd rather eat Asian food than any other food.
Good for us. You're looking very fashiony. Do you love fashion besides the music? Because you're looking very good.
Thank you. Yeah, I do. You know, I have fun dressing myself. So you know, I follow all these designers and like pick out everything and order a lot of stuff online. And it's always fun to come home to like gifts in your mail. Open it up and like, yes.
Who's your favorite designer?
I would say Rick Owens. Definitely, yeah.
Why?
I think Rick Owens right now is changing like all fashion. You know, I love his vision on like unisex, like no difference between male female clothing, and yeah, I just like everything he makes.
So tonight you're playing at the Heineken Music Hall. Tell us all about it. What can the people expect from your set?
It's not only my set. We're gonna do a back-to-back. It's me, Hardwell, and Danik, and it's pretty special because the last time we did it was over a year ago, last year in April. So for us, it's also really cool to be able to do a show together again because you know we used to tour a lot together when we were smaller, but then like everybody had so much to do all the time that we couldn't really do anything together anymore. You know, because everybody has to go all over the world, so it wouldn't really fit. And up until last year, we did bus tours, but this year was also not possible. So it's a lot of fun to be able to get back together with these guys and like throw another show on. And it will be fun. We prepared some special things for tonight.
Ooh, very exciting. What's your next step?
What's my next step?
Is it a hard question as well?
That's a pretty hard question. Show-wise, I have no clue where I'm going because, you know, I usually look at it 2 weeks before.
You live day by day, actually, right, Dan?
Like, it's too stressful to, like, look at your agenda and stuff, you know. I'm like, oh, shit, I have to go all these places. But, you know, starting my label back in 2014 has been really inspirational to me. So I kind of want to focus a lot of energy on that. There's a lot of guys that we're signing, and you know, I'm just having a lot of fun working with new talent, and it's kind of my chance giving back to the younger guys. You know, because when I started, I got a lot of support by Hardwell, Tiesto, Luke, all those guys, and they didn't have to do that, you know, but they did. And for me, this is kind of a chance to give back and to help other talents, scout some new talents, and it's fun as well. So yeah, I want to focus on the label, you know, and then I think, yeah, steady, keep on touring and making music. I want to focus more on music though. I've said it last year too. I'm doing too many shows to the point where I don't have a lot of time anymore in the studio. And I've said this before, but I'm more a producer than a DJ. I love DJing, I love being on the road, but after I'm on the road for a couple of weeks, I'm dying to get back in the studio. So yeah, focus on the music and the label.
Okay, good. Do you want to say something to our Indonesian viewers, to your Indonesian fans?
I'm really sure that there's a lot of Indonesian people voting. You know, I see it all the time on Twitter, so I really appreciate the support, and I can't wait to go back. I think we have a couple of options in Indonesia. I'm not sure yet where and when, but I'm definitely coming back. So yeah, I'm excited.
So keep an eye on Dyro, his agenda, because he's coming back soon. Thank you, Dyro, for this interview.